football head coach Mike Clark after another big win, 53-10 against Ferrum. Your team kept doing a lot of the same things they've been doing well, but one thing notable from this game, some of the tough catches they made. Trey Stevens was the biggest example. He had actually made a tough grab earlier in the game on a scoring drive on a 3rd and long, but then 3 plays in a row makes a toe tap catch along the sideline, then a one-handed grab, and then an over-the-shoulder catch for the touchdown off a great throw by Jay Scroggins.
Well, I think what it got into, we knew going into the game that defensively Ferrum had kids that could run, and you would see they weren't people we were necessarily separating from or fooling. We didn't have guys running wide open. It's no question it was my guy against their guy. Devontae Smith really made a great 4th and 3 catch. It was one of those great 5-yard catches, and ultimately it's a game of players, not plans, and that's what good teams have to do. Is good players have to step up and make plays in big situations, and we saw that a little bit on both sides of the ball. I thought Ferrum lost their running backs. I think that hurt them. They became a one-fisted fighter against us, and I think we throw too much at you defensively to not be able to go at us and say I'm not balanced. I thought our defense, at the college level, when you've gone 2 straight games and held people under 200 yards, you're doing work. We got advantages in the kicking game, set up our punt return team, blocked a kick, had a big return and set up early drives and easy short drives. And so in that sense, we're doing things right now good teams can do. The bottom line is, though, you can't look in the rearview mirror too much, because there's no question the back end of our schedule is loaded. We're playing the teams. I had to sit there and come in on Sunday morning and we're analyzing the Emory and Henry W&L game, and there was no question when we were watching those 2 teams play and breaking down our next opponent that the competition's going to pick up for us on Saturday.
So you go on the road against Washington and Lee in that option offense. They're a team with 5 different players that have rushed for at least 3 touchdowns. But I really think of the linebacker crew you have this year, the depth there from Rishon Myers to Gary Ramey, Desmond Denny, Braden Thompson, Dustin Green, plus some of the safeties as well. You have a lot of guys at those positions that are versatile, can cover a lot of ground. They're on the edge one play, they're covering. So does having those versatile defensive players really matter against a team like Washington and Lee in this offense?
Well, I think having speed matters, because certainly it takes a lot of discipline to play Washington and Lee. One of the more difficult things about them is they're tough to simulate during the week. We try to get our scout team and our young kids, or when we try to go good on good, try to switch gears. We don't do a lot of cut blocking on our own people just for safety reasons, but then it's a game where you got to go out and protect your feet. And they're not a team that's good because they got a special scheme, though they do. I mean, they got fast guys, they got experienced quarterbacks running a special scheme. So in that sense, I talked to the kids on Monday morning at our meeting, and there's no doubt what we have in front of us. Washington and Lee, I told our kids, you want to be in a playoff game, that's what you got this weekend. For us, it's not a must-win game. We've buffered ourselves a little bit with our start, but for W&L, it's a must-win game. We're sitting there being 4-2 at home on their homecoming. The second conference loss to them takes them out of a race that I know is very important to them, and right now is very important to us too.
Yeah, it can't be easy to play a team that just lost a game like that on a Hail Mary. It's not a team you want to get the next week.
No, on a Hail Mary pass that was set up by a penalty that allowed them to get in position to make the play. But the bottom line is they got a lot at stake, so do we, and certainly the challenge I give to our players, and they've earned it. Sometimes you got to accept the responsibility and the pressure that comes with being good, and I think right now we're a pretty good football team.
And because of that, the final question, you did get nationally ranked this week in the AFCA poll, which is the first time for the team since 2007. I know all that matters is week to week, but that has to be exciting for the guys, something good for recruiting and something to really give everyone a boost heading into these big
Well, I think it's great for the program, and I've always felt this in this business. When somebody pays you a compliment, whether it be as an individual or as a team, you better say thank you, because the coin flips quickly, going in both directions. And my hope is the kids kind of accept some of the responsibility that comes with being a ranked football team, because you're ranked not because of what you just do on Saturday, it's because of what you do on Monday through Friday to get ready for that, and that's been the push this week.